Hello there, and welcome to another Unlocking the Holocron. Today's topic, Star Wars video games we need to be made. Joining me as always, the Sith Holocron. Naomi, how you doing today?
I'm an epic gamer.
Shit. Doing good, I see.
Do you play games?
Do you play games? Do you like Star Wars? We got the video for you.
I'm a gamer girl.
And as always, the Jedi Holocron.
Yeah, today Tyler is playing himself.
Yes. I'm my favorite OC I made myself in Fortnite.
Die. Yeah, today we're going to talk about just some Star Wars games that we really want to be made.
We have a few big ideas for a few games, and we have just some ones that we just want to be made. Well,
the ones are ones that we want to be made, and like we could have big ideas about, but they're also ones that like everyone wants to be made.
Yeah, ones we don't hear people talking about all the time, such as a Bad Batch video game.
Yeah, or a Bad Batch
Republic Commando game,
or a Bad Batch Republic Commando crossover game.
Boom, mind blown.
9 squad members.
Shit.
Republic Commando is one of the more well-loved Star Wars games, so that'd be good.
I have it, but I've never played it.
I have it, and I've never played it.
Nice.
But yeah, like, that's an obvious one.
Like a game where you're a Mandalorian and you're just, like, doing bounties and collecting armor.
Yeah.
Just like...
Or just a general bounty hunter, free roam.
Yeah.
Roam the galaxy, make upgrades, buy new weapons, like, just make the ultimate, like, bounty hunting arsenal and make your ship really good.
Yeah.
And, like, it wouldn't even have to have much of a story. Like, I would just want it just for,
like a roam,
just
like
for
it.
roaming the galaxy and just getting better equipment.
Fallout 76, but Star Wars.
Die!
No, not that. But yeah.
Die.
But here, we're going to start pitching you the big ones. The ones that we absolutely need. We got ideas for. One of the ones that we both agree on heavily, but I think we have different ideas of what we want from it, is Star Wars Overwatch.
Yes.
Like a class-based character shooter.
Like a hero shooter.
Hero shooter. But with Star Wars characters.
Basically just a far more flushed out version of Heroes versus Villains from Battlefront.
Yeah, but like...
Way more flushed out.
See, the version I want is I really don't want Force users in it.
Oh, see, I really want Force users in it.
I know. That's why we're going to dive into this. Because, like, I wouldn't mind Force users in it, but... It's that weird thing when I play a video game. If I can have a lightsaber or a gun, I'm always going to choose lightsaber.
See, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
And also, but like, I love lightsaber fighting, and that'd be so cool to have in a game where there's also shooters. Because also then, if it had like a good sword, if it had good lightsaber mechanics, it would make the blaster characters really good too. Because like the lightsaber people would mostly be like frontline fighters and tanks, whereas blaster users would be more like. They'd have to be behind a good Jedi, but they could do way more damage than the Jedi.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be really cool, because it would have that team play element.
Yeah. I just worry about the it being easy to deflect bullets with lightsabers, and you really can't deflect lightsabers with guns.
It'd be like how in Overwatch you have like shield limits. Just instead of shields, it would be your block. You'd have like block stamina, like you do in Battlefront.
Yeah.
Like, you can block as many blaster bolts as you want until your stamina runs out.
And there would be like probably special like gun like moves that would like just be too powerful for even a lightsaber to stop.
Yeah. Like Han would have like supercharge or whatever, or like his sharpshooter ability in Battlefront. I'm going to keep comparing it to Battlefront because that's just what I always think of.
Yeah.
Like, and it would have the same class division as Overwatch of like attackers, tanks, and healers.
Yeah. The key to this game though, for me, which like I said, I wouldn't be mad if there wasn't, like, if there was or wasn't Jedi, but, like, the version I see, there isn't Jedi. But, like, it needs to be Clone Wars style.
Yeah.
I don't want Battlefront realism looking. I want, like, make your Clone Wars style version of, with your using Force
of everyone.
Put Clone Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin, and make a Clone Wars version of Rey. Like, Clone War-ize them. I don't want that to look like any realism.
Yeah.
I want it to be cartoony and Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But I just think it's a good opportunity.
I think that would fit better for that kind of game.
Yeah.
The more artistically styled, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. I feel like this is a good opportunity, though, to get like the more unknown characters. There's shine. That was like Sabine with the Darksaber. Not that she's unknown, but she's not in Battlefront.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the most important thing about this, to me, is the hero selection.
Yeah.
Who they pick. Because the thing with Battlefront And the reason why, like, I would want this to be its own game is so that the support would be just new heroes.
Yeah.
And obviously balance changes and shit, but, like...
And maps and like
and, like, maps and shit.
And
but,
costumes would be fun.
The focus would be on, obviously, the heroes, so we would have, like, a large pool of them.
Yeah.
Because there's so many characters I wanted to play as in Battlefront, but I just realistically could not ask for, because... There's a limited amount of characters you can put, because that's not the whole game.
Yeah. I want fucking Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
A fucking sharpshooter, fucking, like, random people like Hondo, like...
Yeah, like...
And then I think if you take it, like, the Overwatch style, where, like, you can create lore, like, make a new character who's, like, new to Overwatch, who's, like, gonna be in Star Wars lore. Like, you can make original characters, too. Like...
And, like...
It'd be cool.
Good healers would be, like, all the officers and shit, like Rex and, like, Tarkin. Would have, like, good, like, support healing abilities. Tanks would be, like, either...
Chewbacca.
Like, people like Wrecker and Chewbacca, or, like, Jedi.
I would say Bendu, but he's too powerful. You probably
Bendu's too strong. But, like, it would be, like, either Chewbacca, Wrecker, or, like,
Mace
Obi-Wan.
Windu.
Obi-Wan would be, like, the meta tank.
Yeah. And, like...
Kanan.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, like...
Hera,
I want a hero shooter so
Eve.
bad for all of these, like, extra characters that wouldn't be in, like, Battlefront.
Like, fucking, give me, like, I want to play as Marin from Let me
play
Order.
Let me play as Rex. Let me play as, like, all of these other characters.
Let me play as the Darkseid twins from Star Wars Visions, coming soon to TV New Year.
Let me just, like, the hero selection, I think, is the biggest thing. Because Overwatch has a pretty big roster.
Yeah.
So you could get a pretty sizable... Also, because... Depending on how you do it, like, obviously Overwatch you all pick from the same pool of characters.
Yeah.
But, like, a Star Wars one, you could do it, like, separated by side, so you would need even more characters.
Yeah.
So you would get even wider variety.
I think it'd be cool if you didn't have to choose dark side or light side.
I think it would be cool because you would get more... Variety.
And, like, there's less dark side characters to choose from.
Yeah, but that'd be the price to pay.
Yeah.
I'd rather that and, like, have some dark side characters included, but have way more options of characters.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you have them all from the same pool, then you only really need, like, a handful.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if it's separated, you need a lot for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
You need at least fucking 15 of each, am I right?
Like, you would get a lot of characters from that, so, like...
I always, just, like, want them to go to, like, not have to rely on, like, the names. Like, you know, like, don't give me, like... Like in Battlefront, the original, like, why are you putting Greedo in this game? Why are you putting Neum Nub? Like, put, like, fucking weird characters, like fucking Meeber Gascon, or, no, that's bad. But, like, fucking, give me, like, Ben Solo and give me Kylo Ren. Like, give me both, like, even though that's a big character, but like, give me, like, the weird, like, give me Bail Organa, like, as a fucking...
Like, give us characters that are from stuff that aren't the movies.
Like, that aren't, like, the original, like, the three core trios. Obviously, I want some of those characters, but, like...
Yeah. Well, like, those would be, like, the launch characters to draw people in.
Yeah.
And then, like, the characters they add in later would be, like, Phoenix Squad and, like, Clone Wars.
Fucking Cad Bane, K2SO.
Yeah, dude, Cad Bane would be... amazing to
fucking
play
give me Omega with her fucking little bow, yeah.
Like, that's the thing, is, like, you could do so many characters with it, and you could make it a really good hero shooter.
Right. Just honestly, I would take Kazuto Ziano. I don't want him, but, like,
I'd take him.
I'd rather him than, like, I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna say someone like big, and you'd be like, nah.
That's way too
like,
far.
give me Padme, give me, like, stuff who doesn't get representation in games like that and stuff. Like, give me...
Well, that's the whole point of... Like I'm saying, like, that's the whole point, is we would have enough character slots to have the obvious ones and then continue on with the more niche ones.
Dr. Aphra!
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Give us stuff like that. Because, like, that's what I wanted. Like, I found myself, anytime a Battlefront update would come out, I'm like, where are the new heroes? Where are they at? I want more. I want to get to the point where we can get, like, Cad Bane and Sabine in here.
Alright, Bo-Katan. Like, there's so many cool people you
like,
can do.
Sabine would be one of the most fun characters to play in a Battlefront type game.
Jetpack guns,
explosives,
dark
explosives,
saber,
her little shield.
Yeah, she'd be dope.
She'd have so many abilities. And then, like, Pre-Vizsla, Cad Bane.
Yeah, fucking Pre-Vizsla. Fuck yeah.
Like, yeah.
Fucking... Grief Karga, let's go!
Yeah.
Not Cara Dune.
Well, until they recast
Until they recast
Then when they
Cara
recast
Dune.
her, then Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Cobb Vanth is a great one.
Yeah, that's who I...
Obviously Mando.
Fucking people from, like, Inferno Squad. Like,
Yeah.
Saw Gerrera.
We're just basically saying...
Yeah, we're just naming characters now.
We're just saying we want deep cuts.
We want deep cut, like, characters you can play as. It doesn't always have to be Leia, Vader, Luke, Han.
And obviously
Padme.
that's what it would launch with.
Yeah.
Is, like, the core. Because that's how you bring people
But,
in.
like, the Clone Wars version of those guys? Yeah.
Yeah. And then, obviously, you know, like, you'd have, like, basically, it would start with, like, you know, the ones you would expect. And then, like, you know...
Cool.
As soon as the game, like, actually gets into it, like, first new characters added in, like, Sabine and Thrawn or something.
Yeah,
like,
Thrawn would be dope in this game.
Like, just goes with... just go...
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me Ventress.
Give me Ventress. We're just naming characters. I love it.
Yeah, but, like...
Like, yeah.
We're hyped.
And then, obviously, like, cool, like, game modes that, like... And then new game modes that, like, would, like obviously, like, capture the flag and, like, whatever the game modes are, the Overwatch game modes, but, like, also make ones that, like, make sense for Star Wars. Like, that'd be, like...
Because that's the other thing. Have a variety of hero-based modes.
Yeah.
I feel like the key is you have to find, like... I don't know the perfect number, but with those kinds of games, you need to find the right number of game modes where you don't have too many to the point where it just segments the player base too far, but not have just, like, one. Mm-hmm. And the way that a lot of games fix that, from what I've seen, is they have, like, a grab bag, like, playlist where it just goes through a bunch of random modes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, that's Star Wars Overwatch. Working title...
Star Watch. We just really want a hero game.
Yeah, a hero class space shooter.
I want Galaxy of Heroes, but I can actually play the game.
Yeah. We do have a bounty hunter game coming, but I don't know what that's going to be. Yeah. I'm intrigued to see what that is. But, hey, Naomi, tell me about your Star Wars RTS you want.
So anyone, if you guys are old gamers, you probably have played...
I'm 60, so yeah, I'm an old gamer.
Well, no, not... That's just a bit. I'm talking about actual old gamers. You probably played Empire at War. Mm-hmm. I've never played it, but I know it's very well liked as a Star Wars RTS. Mm-hmm. But, like, I've gotten really into Stellaris since it came out, and a lot of the mechanics they have in that game are heavily inspired from Star Wars. Mm-hmm. There's a Senate in the game, and you can Palpatine the Senate. The achievement for it is, I am the Senate. That's the achievement for it. You can build Death Stars. You can build, like, Snoke's flagship. Like... It's basically a Star Wars game in all but name, pretty much. But, like, I just want a Star Wars game where you just conquer the galaxy in an RTS. Like, you send in your fleets and conquer planets and send down your stormtroopers to the surface to conquer it.
Instead of just, like, random ships, you got X-Wings and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, Star Wars themed things.
You know, like, you have capital ships, and then they send out their fighters, and, like, you have a bunch of different classes of ships. Like, you have Star Destroyers, which are just, like, general good ships. But then you'd have, like, the big, like, executor ships, like Vader's flagship, which would just be, like, Titans. But then you'd have, like, the little ones, like the ones from Rebels. Like, you'd have all these different classes of ships that all have different, like, advantages and customization. Mm-hmm. And just, I really like RTSs, and I feel like Star Wars is a perfect, like, area for an RTS.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's in space. And like, we got a bunch of planets that we know and
it would be a lot more in-depth.
To take over.
But, like, anybody who's played the Galactic War mode of Battlefront 2, the original, where you just go around and conquer planets.
Oh, yeah.
It would be like that, but obviously you're not, like, going on the ground to fight, but it's more like you're sending armies around and fleets, and you're managing it all. If you've never played an RTS, it's hard to describe. But if you played an RTS... You know what I mean. Star Wars would be great for an RTS.
Right.
And the last one was Empire at War, and that's a really old game. It's a good game. Mm-hmm. But, like, I want a new one.
Right.
Like, a modern one. You can do all three, like... You would have, like, the 6 factions. The Republic, the Separatists, the Empire, the Rebels, the Resistance, and the First Order. Probably not the Resistance, actually. They don't have enough ships.
Yeah. What would be, like... What
New Republic and First Order.
New Republic, yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? What from Star Wars do you want the most that, like, Stellaris is missing? That's, like, what Star Wars thing, what would make it, like...
It's not necessarily that, like, anything like Stellaris is missing. It's more just I really want, like, that
the
Star
iconography?
Wars. The iconography, and also, like, you know, each planet you capture... Like, in Stellaris, the planets are, like, kind of randomized. Mm-hmm. Like, they come from, like, a pool of planets, and they're, like, some special ones. But, like, obviously, in this game, the planets wouldn't be randomized, but instead each planet would have its own, like, unique modifier. And, you know, whichever faction you're playing as, you would have, like, a different leader ability. Like, Palpatine would be better at producing more and more fleets. Like, I mean, Empire Palpatine.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Chancellor Palpatine would be better at, like, the diplomatic side of things.
Okay, yeah.
And so, like, just having, like... Because Stellaris does... Like, they have, like, leader abilities, but, like, they're not, like, super lore-based. Which is good, because you get to write your own story, but also, like, I really want a Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Like, let me actually play out Palpatining as Palpatine.
Yeah. Your favorite character.
You build... And then, like, obviously, like, the super units would be, like, you build Death Stars.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because, like, you can build Death Stars in Stellaris and blow up planets. So, like, it would just be cool, like... Or, like, that would be the Empire special unit. Would be, like, Death Stars.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone would have their own, like, special units. Like, the Republic would have, like, Jedi cruisers, which have, like, special abilities, and...
So, in these games, you don't actually go, like, on the planet and see the planet. It's all from space, right?
At least in Stellaris, the way that it works is you have, like, your spaceships, and then you have, like, landing craft, which will go and fight, like, the armies on the ground.
Oh.
Which in Stellaris, it's not super in-depth, it's just whoever has the bigger number of, like, military units, basically. Yeah. Whereas the ship fighting actually has, like, strategy put into it based on how you build your ship and, like, different, like, weapons you put on them and shield configurations and shit like that.
And the cool thing you can do with, like, the Star Wars version then is, like, for, like, when you send people to the ground, instead of just being a number, be like, what kind of army do you have? Do you have a clone army? Do you have
droids?
Do you have droids?
Droids would have, like, lower, like, everything, but they would be produced, like, super fast.
Do you have Lasat?
Clones would be, like, just all around good. Stormtroopers would be similar to droids, but not quite as fast to produce.
Yeah.
And, like, cool. Separatist unique ship would be the Malevolent. That'd be rad.
That's the hottest.
And you would, like... And in Stellaris, you don't really get to customize the fighters, really, as much. Whereas, I would say in this one, obviously, you could customize, like... Do you want, like, your capital ship to send out all X-Wings? Or do you want to customize them to be, like, have a shit ton of Y-Wings to counter other capital ships? Like, just more in-depth with, like, the actual fighting portion of it. Because a lot of Stellaris is diplomacy. Mm-hmm. Whereas I would say the Star Wars one wouldn't have as much. Mm-hmm. And would instead, you would have a lot more, like, specifics of, like... You know, you get, like, 50 fighter slots, and you get to pick, like, how many of them are X-Wings? How many of them are, you know, bombers? How many of them are this?
You can go to Senate meetings for your planet... part of the Galactic Republic.
You can do that in Stellaris. They have Senate meetings.
That'd be hot.
I normally play as Genocidal Empire, so I can't join the Senate, but... But yeah, like...
That's cool.
I want a really good Star Wars RTS. We have I'm pretty sure Empire at War is the only Star Wars RTS that's ever been made.
I don't know.
So make another one.
Yeah. Star Wars RTS. I wouldn't play it, but somebody would.
We'd make videos on it, and you would see it.
I'd be like, oh, this is cool.
I'd have 900 hours easy in it.
Yeah. For sure. Now for my little passion Star Wars game, which you probably want to play.
Yep. Well, no, I'd play it. I just probably wouldn't like it as much as you.
Okay, so my pitch for my Star Wars game was a Star Wars roguelike. I'm pretty much just taking Hades and Star Wars fighting it, because Hades has the perfect, like, loop and, like... But just like Hades with Star Wars.
Both of our passion projects. Mine's is just Stellaris with Star Wars, and yours is just Hades
because, like,
with Star Wars.
In Hades, you're Zagreus, and you're in the underworld. Your dad is Hades, and you're just trying to break out of the underworld to see your mom, right? But your problem is you can't really stay out in the real world that long, so that's why you have to keep breaking your way out to see your mom multiple times. But Star Wars version, instead of hell, you're in the world between worlds. You're a light side force user who got stuck there, but you can't get out. And instead of having the gods, like, helping you out, like in Hades, even though you're technically against them in Hades, there's a bunch of, like, Sith and dark side people who are also, like, just like wraiths, or, like, people from, like, the world between worlds who are trying to keep you in there and not let you get out. And then instead of, like, because, like, there's, like, different, like, there's 3, like, areas of the underworld, and, like, each world's different, but, like, in this, you're, like, there'd be more than 3 areas, and then, like, every room's different, obviously, but, like, you go to different timelines in Star Wars, and it's like, oh, you're in, like, you're on like Lothal during the Rebels period, or you're like in Resistance, and you're trying to get back to your time where you're from. And it'd be a cool like original story with like characters we know trying to keep you out. It'd be fucking dope as shit.
That actually be pretty cool.
And you'd be forced to use you like your like in Hades there's 6 weapons. There's like you got your sword, a bow and arrow, a shield, like handcuffs.
You mean gauntlets?
Gauntlets, yeah. Handcuffs.
Did you mean cuff links?
I mean like fisticuffs. I don't know what I was calling it.
You meant gauntlets.
Gauntlets, yeah. And there's a spear and like I forgot what the last weapon was. There's a gun.
So you have a lightsaber, a blaster,
and then you could do like I don't know what the other weapons
different
would be.
styles
Like
of...
different certain force abilities.
Well, they could also be different types of lightsabers. Single wielded, double bladed, 2 separate lightsabers.
Yeah. And then you could be like
have
dark
3 right
saber
there.
or like
And then you'd have like different blaster types.
yeah, and then there could be like cool different like weapon styles. Like I didn't think too much into the weapon styles.
Well, like the equivalent of the shield would be like the double-ended lightsaber. It'd be more defensive.
Yeah. There's just a lot of cool things you could do with it. And like maybe we're playing as Ben Solo after episode 9. Or it could just be an original character. But
Every
like
time it's gotta be Ben. Every time.
and instead of like in your how you're in the like the world, I'm not 100% sure how the world between worlds things works. Like, but like I don't know how connected that is to like where the Force ghosts are. But you can have like Force ghosts helping you get out, like giving you boons and get like, and because in
all the good guys would be giving you bonuses and
yeah,
shit.
because like when you go through Hades, like people give you
can like pledge
you get
to
boons
gods and
like
shit.
you get it's like oh this ability does this now plus 10 per like deflect or whatever like and then you'd have Force ghosts giving you that and there'd be like 10 of them. It'd be dope.
So that's just like a hellish existence for that guy.
Who?
For the guy in this theoretical Star Wars game.
Yeah.
You're stuck here forever.
Yeah. But like and like obviously beginning of the game is you get out. And then but like obviously replayability like you're always down there. But like for the canon story, like he can get out to go wherever his plan is. Like I say either a new character, you could be like Ben Solo, or just like maybe it's like Ezra, like maybe where's he been, you know?
I'd like a new character.
Yeah. But it'd be cool if it'd be like late timeline, so we have like Force ghosts of all the people we know.
Yeah.
Instead of like the gods that we know from Hades.
Well, if it's in the world between worlds,
yeah,
the ghosts could be there anywhere. Time isn't a thing in the world.
Like I said, we
worlds.
don't fully know how the world between worlds works, but I think this would be the perfect setting for this kind of game.
It's pretty established that there's no time there.
Yeah.
So like, even though the guy could be like from before the prequels, like there would be Force ghosts of anyone there if, like.
Right.
I mean, Ezra.
But I can Force Ghosts be in the world. But I don't. We
don't know if Force Ghosts can be there, but I'm just saying, like timeline wise, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
true.
If Force Ghosts could be in the world between worlds,
it wouldn't matter.
They could be from any time.
Like
period.
It's like a Force Ghost of like a character that we don't know is dead yet, and be like, oh, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like from way in the future or something.
Yeah, I just think that'd be cool. I could. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking dope. Because honestly, with Hades, the best part, like the mechanics in the game is so fun, but like also the story is fucking great, and like every interaction with every god and like things, and you build relationships with them.
The only thing this one would be missing is how horny people are. Didn't you say everyone was horny?
Everyone is fucking gorgeous.
Everyone's gorgeous. Okay.
Yeah, It's a very horny game because everybody's just fucking sexy as shit.
Also, gods were very horny people.
Yeah, you can make fucking sexy like Star Wars characters.
Are you saying Star Wars characters aren't sexy?
I mean, Rey exists, so obviously we know Star Wars characters are sexy.
We had a Battlefront stream where we were talking about how attractive the Star Wars characters were. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember when we were talking about like Poe and shit. And,
we were talking about like
how daddy he is.
Yeah, we were talking about like how like a lot of the Star Wars characters are attractive.
Yeah. Well, that's all actors, so yeah. But yeah, that's that game. Yeah. It'd be fucking dope as shit.
I like the lore perspective. I'm not a big fan of roguelikes, but like obviously I would play it just because Star Wars.
I've never played a roguelike before Hades, but I fell in love with Hades because it was like perfect. And I just want Hades but Star Wars. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And now another one that we both agree on, which will be the last one we talk about. A Star Wars JRPG.
Yes.
But Persona, pretty much.
Set in high school. Jedi school.
Jedi school, yeah.
Not an actual...
It's like college, like there's like some kids, there's some old ass people.
Well, no, I would think it would be more like a bunch of like
Jedi
a bunch of Padawans getting ready to be knights.
Yeah.
Like that's like the age group I would be thinking. Like, cause it'd be like the same age as like high school.
And instead of having like teachers, there's just a bunch of like
masters,
yeah.
Because like Padawans would probably become knights around the time of like getting out of high school. So like that'd be like the same area as like high schoolers. So
right.
like it'd be that similar. Yeah. Persona, turn taking, RPG,
yeah,
anime style, and let me romance.
And like because you got like your lightsaber for your like force abilities, and then you got the force for like magic, which is like your spells and like. And would you have like personas though?
No, it would be just like everyone.
Like a normal JRPG.
Each of the characters would like probably specialize in a different type of force ability.
Yeah.
It would probably be like High Republic, I would say, would be great. Because then you can have force healing.
Yeah.
Because obviously we know during the prequels, force healing was not around anymore. Because it was lost, I guess. We still don't know why it wasn't around during the prequels, but...
Yeah, I think it makes most sense as in there's like 3 places. You do High Republic, you do Luke's Academy, or you do something post Luke's Academy.
I would want High Republic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want Luke's Academy because I feel like there wouldn't be any teachers other than Luke.
Yeah, that's true.
And like you wouldn't like...
Yeah.
I can't
it needs
see
to be where there's a lot of Jedi.
It needs to be somewhere where there's a lot of Jedi, and there needs to be somewhere where I know it's not just going to be that they all die at the end.
Yeah, and it can't be the Clone Wars for that reason, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, if they were to all die at the end, I guess Clone Wars would be better, but, like, I don't know. I wouldn't want it to be Luke's, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I would say High Republic would be the perfect one.
Yeah,
because you could have force healing, all new characters.
Yoda could be, like, just around.
Yeah, Yoda could be, like, just, like, an early teacher or something. Mm-hmm. And I don't, like... It would have to end in you, like, fighting a god. Fighting, like, a Sith or something. Like, just like, a god. Yeah, like... I would want it to be very Persona-y.
Yeah, for sure.
like, I want it to have, like friendship.
Yeah, and, like... Yeah, friendships, like, confidants, and, like... You, like... There's, like... What would, like, be the palaces? Like, what would be, like, the equivalent of a
That would
palace?
just be, like, when you... are on like a mission.
Yeah, each mission. It'd be more
when you
like,
leave the planet.
It'd be Persona meets like Fire Emblem. Like you go out on missions. And,
yeah, it'd be like when you go to a different planet. It would be like the equivalent of like dungeons.
Yeah, and you go like on missions and do things. And there's like a fucking edgy ass kid in your school who's like catchy and like.
Of course.
And then there's of course the big bad who's like.
It'd be anime. Of course, there's an edgy kid.
It's literally fucking Persona meets Fire Emblem 3 Houses. This is what I'm feeling right now. It sounds fucking dope.
But with a turn, like, more Persona fighting game.
Yeah, more Persona, not grid-based, like...
Yeah.
But
traditional turn-taking is what I mean.
Yeah. It'd be like, yeah. But it'd be like the mission style without palaces on Fire Emblem meets the...
Yeah.
I
was just specifying from a gameplay perspective, it'd be very Persona.
Yeah. And, yeah. And
just without personas.
Yeah.
So not really Persona, just more general JRPG. Mm-hmm. Just Persona's our go-to example.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, you know, that'd be great.
God.
Explore, like, a new story, and also just, like, I think it'd be kind of funny to have, like, a high school setting with Jedi.
Yeah.
Because we know that it has to be kind of like that at some point for them.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, because they're all kids being abducted.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, taught, like, the same stuff. Like, Ahsoka had her little Padawan class that she was teaching. So, like, we know it is kind of like a school. Yeah. So, like, I just think it would be funny.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Anime style.
It'd be like, yeah.
Anime art style. Oh, and how you would differentiate their abilities as each one is using a different form of lightsaber fighting.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have a tankier guy who's using Saresu. The attacker would be, like, using a Taru. You'd have a dual wielder using Jarkai.
Yeah.
The antagonist would probably be using Vapad.
And then, like, then the antagonist boss is using, fuck, I was gonna make a Harry Potter joke, but I forgot the spell.
Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
I was... God damn it.
Avada Kedavra.
And then, you know, obviously they would all specialize in, like, different force powers, like... Because every Jedi kind of has their own like specialization in a way.
They all have their own special finishing move, like WWE wrestlers.
Like,
you know?
well, no, I mean like Cal's really good at like slowing.
Yeah.
Kylo's is really good at freezing, and then like Baby Yoda has like the really good heal. Like a lot of Jedi kind of have like a specialty. So like one of your party members would have like a better push ability that's like really good, and then someone could use freeze, and then obviously you'd have a healer. And I don't know how buffs would work, but that'd have to be a mechanic because it's a turn-taking game.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd probably be like just force bullshit to grant buffs. I don't know, or morale boosting or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I want that game so bad. Just like exploring the relationships, really.
Yeah, really,
cool.
I just want it with like the whole like relationship angle.
And like, yeah, the story. But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? I think we got mostly covered. Because we already got Souls-like covered with Fallen Order games. Like, we got all the genres in Star Wars. Like, let's fucking go.
Fallen Order is more like a Souls-like light.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
Yeah.
So but yeah, obviously, also, we really want Fallen Order 2.
Yeah, which is happening.
Yeah, which is happening. Point. I also personally really want Battlefront 3.
Yes. Give it time, though.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah. If we ever think of anything else, we'll make a part 2 to this video.
Hell yeah. Fucking give us more Star Wars video games. That contract's finally coming up. Ubisoft making one. They're coming. We got a Bounty Hunters game, but it's a mobile game. But
isn't the contract gone?
Well, it's still technically like 2 years left on it. By that time that game comes out, their contract is over.
Oh, I thought it was done.
Yeah. No.
I'm just glad that they revived Lucasarts.
Yeah.
So, like, now we know, no exclusivity, baby!
Thank you, Jonathan Drake.
It's exactly what I wanted, because no one company should have exclusive rights to Star Wars games.
Yeah, they're finally doing it like Marvel games. Just doing it like, find a good developer, you make a Star Wars game.
And, like, you're never going to find a perfect developer to do, like, all the different types of games you could do in the Star Wars world. Yeah. You can do as we established here, we named 4 very different types of games.
Yeah.
And they all would work perfectly in Star Wars. So, like, it's really wasted potential just having an exclusivity contract.
Yeah.
Whereas instead you can just, like, okay, this dev team's super good at making shooters, so they're going to make a bunch of Star Wars shooters. This one's really good at making, RPGs, so they're going to make our RPGs, like...
But we got every genre covered. We can have every genre covered. We got Legos covered.
I'm so glad, because LucasArts had the perfect idea for Star Wars games before Disney bought them.
Yeah. Also, like, when is Lego Skywalker Saga coming out?
Who knows? That is also obviously one we really want, but obviously it's already
also happening. I really want the one that's been canceled 15 times. What was that game called?
Project Ragtag.
Project Ragtag.
Remember the one they canceled before they even told anyone it was coming?
Yeah. There's been so many canceled. Remember that Lego mobile game that was supposed to come out? That shit got canceled. Everything gets canceled.
Star Wars games have been cursed recently, but Fallen Order was the start of them coming back.
Yes.
But start cranking them out. Come on.
Don't crank them out too much, though. Make them good, though. Don't make them Squadrons where I just have no desire to go back to it.
Squadrons is a good game.
It's a good game, but it's not my type of game.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not good, though.
It's okay.
It's a good game, it's just not your type of game, is what I'm saying.
That's fair, that's fair.
Don't be ripping on it.
Give us a new pod racer.
But like
give us Star Wars kart.
But like that's the whole purpose.
Oh, we didn't talk about a Star Wars fighting game.
But like that'll be for another video. Yeah. We'll be making a part 2 to this video. But like that's the thing is no exclusivity contract is now they have to make the games good because there's competition now.
Yeah.
Because now there will be hopefully there will be a bunch of Star Wars games. So now, they actually have to make them good.
Yeah.
And they learned with Fallen Order, when you make a good game, it actually makes people buy it. Which, I mean, I'm an avid Battlefront defender, but that was more because it got better.
True. Yeah. Okay, so guys, tell us what Star Wars games you want in the comments. Give us ones we didn't talk about that we need to talk about. Like, give us your ideas. Pitch us on what games you want.
We're definitely going to talk about a fighting game at some point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. But yeah. Tell us what you want. Like, subscribe, share this video.
Tell us which one of our 4 ideas you want the most.
I'm going to tweet this at someone who works at Lucas Games.
Yeah? Are you going to actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tag him in it.
You're probably going to forget.
Yeah, I probably will. So,
leave it in the comments if you forgot.
Until next time, I miss Marin.